Hello, welcome to Gemini Rogues video. Here we have is a new series for you, and it is a top 5 tier 5 mediums. There you go, longer. Here you go, Killers 05. Tell us what medium is at number 5. And well, just getting this intro to it. Give us an intro.
Well, I'm going to give you an intro into the mediums basically at tier 5. Tier 5 heavies, there's differences between them. There's a lot of different characteristics. They've got their own little traits. Same with tank destroyers. They all do different things. They all do a different job. They play completely different. It is a lot harder to pick between the mediums at tier 5. They've all got pretty similar damage. They've all got pretty similar guns, similar penetration, mobility. It's really hard to choose from them. But I've delved in. I've gone with a fine tooth comb. I've played them all, and this is the top 5 that I've come up with. You might not agree. You might agree. I don't agree sometimes. It's been really hard to choose what order to put these in. It's moved around a lot.
To be honest, I put them in one category, and that is pain in my ass.
Yeah, but at number 5, it's a Skoda, the T24.
T24 Skoda.
And you can tell straight away by looking at it, it's based on a T34. But I don't think it plays anything like it.
Is it like a fat version?
It's not a very good one.
Slow fat.
It was based on it. It never saw it. I mean, they started making this tank in 1941, and I say making it, it never got made. So it became outdated and.
So who made it?
No one. It was made, developed in Czechoslovakia in 1941, which is a bit tricky because it was under the Third Reich's curtain. So.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
But yeah, it was deemed surplus to requirements before it even got made.
Not surprised.
No, true.
Looking at it.
We're going to give you a quick rundown on it. On paper, it looks fantastic. You look at its stats on the screen before you buy it. Fantastic mobility, fantastic gun penetration, gun depression, brilliant. What's not to like?
Can you play it like a Cromwell?
No. Wait till you start playing it. Then you're going to realise why it's at number 5. Like I say, on paper, this thing looks fantastic.
Okay.
But it isn't.
It's not.
I mean, straight away, we're going to show you how we're going to straight into this map on Prokhorovka. Gun depression, we're going to try and work this ridge line. And straight away, problem with working a ridge line in this tank, that's one of its main assets, by the way. Gun depression, so you can work a ridge line, and then we're going to stick a stupid massive cupola on top of it. So working a ridge line becomes a little bit of a problem straight away.
You're not kidding.
So there you go. One of positives becomes a negative almost straight away.
To shoot.
You can tell straight away mobility is not that much of an issue. It's quite mobile.
Yeah, it goes
Don't get me wrong, it's not brilliant. We're not running any kind of cruise skills, which is a bit of a downer for this match. So no sixth sense or anything like that. We have got equipment on it, running binos, 350 metre view range. Nice view of that artillery shot coming in on our friendly M3 Elite. And then look at the aim rate though. The aim time is absolutely painful. And then look at the reload.
Looks like that one went right through.
That was quite accurate.
Yeah, but the reload, 5.3 second reload. That's if you're not running gun rammers and crew skills and stuff like that. That's the standard with this gun. Is a 5.3 second reload.
What's the
which
damage?
Gives you 110 damage per shot.
Oh, for the love of.
110 damage, and that's not coming in very often. It gives it a measly DPM of just over 1,200. Yeah, this is a tier 5 medium tank. I mean, you can get flanking round on someone, shoot them once, and then they've moved about 4 foot before you've even got another shot to put into it.
It kind of tells me you can't play it like a gun.
The other problem with it is the gun dispersion. You move a little bit, wow, it flares out like mad. 3.8 gun dispersion on this tank, which makes shooting on the move near enough impossible. So as a flanking medium, that negates another one of its strengths and its mobility, because you can't shoot while you're moving.
No.
The aim time, again, is terrible. You seem to think it's alright. I'm not a big fan of it.
Did I?
The aim time's terrible. So that means you've got to move, you've got to stop, you've got to sit there, and this thing's got no armour. 50mm of turret armour on the front and all armour on the front is not going to stop a lot. 30 on the sides and the rear of both turret and all. It's not an armoured being by any means, stretches of imagination. So yeah, no one struggles to pen you, and this is a massive problem with the DPM of it, the fire rate. And you're struggling just to get that gun aimed in. And we're lucky we've got teammates to scale that M4 back a bit. I mean, he could have killed us quite easily.
That's accurate. I'm impressed with the accuracy of the gun. Just now.
It can troll you. It's probably just a good day we're having it. I mean, we've got 3 kills, only 6 shots in. We've been going nearly 3 minutes in and we've fired 6 shots in. The view range, I'm up here again. What's the view range? 350 metres. It's not bad. Probably because he got that great whacking cupola on top, so it's got to use some kind of
You
use.
play this like a scout?
No.
No.
But you want to be playing as where you've got support, and we ain't got a lot of that here, so we're going to have to get out of there soon. This team's dying around us. We've got 2 tank destroyers, but they don't really know where they want to be behind us, so it's time to fall back. We see a little bit more of that mobility here. Can get up to 58 kilometres an hour on certain terrains when it really gets going. So its mobility is not an issue. You can see it turns quite nice as well. But you can't really use that mobility as a weapon because the gun dispersion, we can see it now, as you move the tank, it's massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
You can't shoot on the move in it. If you shoot and hit somebody on moving this, it's amazing. It feels amazing because it just doesn't happen. The gun elevation's not great as well, as we're going to see it. We're going to try all his best just to get his gun up
Could you
to shoot
hit
the KV1.
an OI at close range? Moving.
Probably missed that as well. I mean, the gun's not bad. Like I said, on paper this tank's pretty good. 32 mil of penetration on a standard shell is the highest out of the tier 5 mediums.
Oh.
So that's not bad, but it's just getting it used. It's getting into position to use it. It's quite a big tank, so camo ratings aren't good, so it's hard to get into position to snipe from and stay hidden. You can't do that kind of game in it. Bang.
See, it moves well. It moves well for big one.
Yeah, it's a big tank, 185 mil of penetration on your PCR shell, which we're firing now. For some strange, bizarre reason, sometimes they don't go in. Nice one into lower plate. I mean, you talk about accuracy here.
Only just in the circle.
The smaller and smaller target gets, you get one other one in.
That's not bad accuracy.
110 damage though, that's the problem. 110 damage for such a long reload is just, that's the problem. If with this tank a medium, you kind of be wanting to flanking, so you kind of wanting to get around on your own, and you can't in this tank, because if you get caught out by another light tank, or as they say, another medium, they're just going to rip you to shreds. You're going to get one shot into him. If something like a T24 finds you, he's ripping you to shreds. I mean, next map, this is kind of a bit more how you should play this tank. We're on Murabanka.
Okay.
We're gonna. I don't know what this Churchill's doing. He really likes shooting me. And we're using this bush as a bit of cover. Camera rating's not great, but we're trying not to move. We've got his binos up. What can we see? What is he doing?
He's trying to ninja your shots when.
Take a really slow heavy tank and sit it on top of an hill where it's going to take about 15 seconds to get it back off. Anyway. Back to the game. You can see it, signal range is another plus point in this tank. I must admit, 710 metre signal range. So you don't struggle to see targets in it.
No, it's just reloading.
Hitting them.
No, I'm impressed with the accuracy of it. It does. I've not seen it miss anything.
105 damage. I mean, we've got this reload down to 4 seconds. I think we've got it down to on this, but 4.62. So you can see we're gun rammer with certain perks. You can get it down. You need to.
But you're not moving, you're stationary.
A gun rammer is a must on it. I mean, you can't play this like a general medium for this reason. You just ain't got the DPM, you ain't got the fire rate. Yeah, you've got the penetration, but you need to sit still to get this gun fully aimed in, like you would do in a tank destroyer.
You're playing it like a lazy heavy or a tank destroyer.
Yeah.
That's not really medium
so
style,
it's got all this mobility, It's got this mobility. The peekaboo tactic as well, you struggle to do that. Yeah, you've got the ability to pop in and out, but the gun dispersion on the aim time is just, look at this, oh Jesus Christ, it's like waiting for an age. It's supposed to be 2.3 seconds, but it feels like 10, waiting for this to aim in. If the gun's not bad once you get it singing look like this, you can start to really tear through something. Slowly. You can slowly tear through something.
To be honest, the reload and the aim time kind of sync together because they're both very slow.
Yeah. I think that's probably why the reload is so long. Like, no point having a quick one. We can't aim in that quick anyway. We're going to dance a few shots around this Hellcat. We switched to an HE round here. 38 penetration on an HE round. Wow!
Oh, where did that go?
Straight through an Hellcat.
Over him somehow.
Another 183.
That's not bad.
And that's a bit of an eye roll. 175 is your general. It's a terrible on my point of view.
No, it's HE. Just goes where it wants.
And that one goes in. We finish him off.
Sweet.
We're out of HE shells now. You don't really need to tech them. Not really worth it. You can get round back of some if you can hit it, you're doing well. So you can tell I don't really like this tank. I don't really get the best out of it.
Did it pain you when you played it?
I didn't enjoy it, let's put it that way. It wasn't a tank I took out and enjoyed. So,
Let's go check. I don't know.
I mean, we're not even moved from this point. We're not really playing it as you would a medium tank. I like playing medium tanks. I like to be aggressive. I like to get places where people aren't going to expect you to pop up from.
Yeah, round them, behind them.
I'm just scared to do that because if you run into even tier 4s and 3s, will just rip you to pieces with a fire rate. Luxes and stuff like that. Tier 4 Lux gets around you, you're dead. You put one shot into him, he's put 3 into you. He's not going to struggle to pen you because you've got no armour. And there's that amazing gun penetration that we can't seem to do on this ramp.
Has it actually got no armour? What is it? 50
mil. So
just like
you see tier 7 tanks, you're not going to struggle.
What, to survive?
I've not really known me to bounce a lot of shots off the Skoda.
Oh, okay.
And this MI just seems to know, let everybody else shoot them by me.
It's normal.
And we're still not moving from this position.
No, you stay in this place the whole game?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I'm scared to move. If you play this any more forward, it's way too aggressive.
What, on this map or this particular
we're going to see in the next video we've got coming up after this how to play this tank a little bit more aggressively and how that works out. And you can make up your mind for yourself which way you think you should play this tank.
I think you've got its style nailed down on this game, definitely. Try and get a good position and shoot from it.
Look at that. Look at
Aim
that.
time.
Everybody else on the map is nearly shooting him and killing him and we're still aiming in.
Thing is,
yeah. I don't need to say anything. I think the video is doing enough justice to this. I mean, this is a fully skilled crew as well. It's not like it's a 50% or anything like that. Chances are we're shot through at window there. So basically, yeah, 450 hit points, which is okay. It's nothing outstanding.
So what did you actually do on this game?
Not really.
Well, 1700, it's not bad.
It's an high caliber.
Wow.
So it's most damage, I think, Confederate medal.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of them. You're going to get a lot of Confederate medals because you'll get one shot into somebody and everybody else will just kill it while you're still reloading. Where you chip away with your little measly.
That's funny.
Your little measly 110 damage you do.
Number 5.
This tank could be so much better. It could be OP, just with that aim time and a little bit more reload.
Perhaps they might make a premium one. T24 maybe.
Get me started on Skoda. I don't like Skodas basically, so I don't know. You think has this got into top 5? There's not a lot of competition. Like I said, they're all pretty similar.
Come on, let's say some positives. Just give it some positive.
It's Winstone. Well, positive is it's got fantastic gun depression.
Did it give
I'm struggling. No, we spoke about penetration not gun. We're in a position again here where we can get away if we need to. I think straight away there's plenty of people up on the hill already. What am I going to do? 110 damage, and they're going to get back in cover. I'm going to try and help out a bit somewhere else.
Downhill.
Reversing 18 kilometres an hour backwards, so it's no slouch going backwards as well.
Better stop.
The hill, it's not got a bad power to weight ratio. We're not making hard work of this hill.
Yeah, it does go up there quite nice. That's a positive
bad.
Power to weight ratio.
It's just
use it.
Yeah. There's no point because when it takes you forever to get there, everyone's shot you 3 times before you veined in on them. Then you do 110 damage to them and then they kill you. But you can see here we're going to use this gun depression. Nice shot, just caught backer and I'm a bit scared. There's heavy there, going to see what he is in a minute. Oh, where's he gone? He stopped.
The tier 3
replaced by a KV1.
Oh, yeah.
You see that 99 roll there, his shot float. We're going to try and use this ridge line, back up, see shooting up move, waste of time.
I was going to say tier 3 to get waded in, but he popped up.
Try and stick one in. See, we don't struggle, penetration's pretty good. The 132 is more than enough on it. So he gets angled now, we might have to switch. He's angled well, we're going to have to try and go through his turret now. We're not going to glance him in down his side. Try and show as little as we can, but we've got that stupid cupola on top for us.
Turret quite well.
The gun is still waiting for it to aim in.
Yeah.
It's just then your chance in arm to shoot, well, it's not fully aimed in and it misses.
Especially if
he's pointing at us. He's changing.
No, there's 2 other targets.
He's still smashing him through. And he's pretty much stuck.
He's
Someone's tracking him.
Ooh,
finish him
he
off.
killed one. Nice.
And this is an example of what I'm talking about with the Skoda. I'm going to go around this corner and I'm going to show you a perfect example of why this tank is not very good.
Go on then.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Around this corner is a Type T24, the Chinese medium. We spot him, we stop. We're trying to aim in, we're still aiming in, he's shot us, we've shot him back. Bang, he's shot us.
Again.
Bang, he's shot us, we're still loading. Bang, he shot us again, and we've still got that big dispersion. We'd have sat there any longer, we'd lost half his health there for one shot for 110 damage.
No actual armour either, is there?
That is the Skoda T24 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
You can't play it as a frontline brawler because it needs to be a backup tank. Here again, this is why we're doing it. We're going straight to help these heavies out. We've got a bit of armour around us. Somebody to take the focal point of the shots basically away from us.
It's a pure egg box, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ready to fire on target.
And then I say this tank can't shoot or move.
It did that.
No.
Cool.
And then
Loaded and ready.
back.
Yeah.
Just the kind of downtrodden and everything I've said.
Oh,
Blitz
no.
here.
Oh, tier
We
3.
can bounce some shots. Look.
Look at that, tier 3, you've got him on the run.
Fly down here.
I think about ramming him, but I don't want to go out into that street and get tracked.
He
And
must
then,
have
oh
won.
my god, there's an Excelsior.
He probably thought, what is he doing?
I
He's
mean,
in
an
the
Excelsior
Skoda.
might light work of this. Luckily, like I say, we've got backup around us. That's the best way to play this tank with backup. He's
Yeah.
come right corner. We've got a
Ooh,
KV1 with
nice.
stick another shot. And look at the reload.
You kind of like sucking him around the corner
Yeah.
thinking you're on your own.
And then we've got tanks coming from back of us. We've got him helping that way. What can we do? Peekaboo tactic. We're going to try it. We've already said it's not the best idea in this tank. It's big. Look at the size of it. Sided's on. It's a big tank.
Also-
We're gonna have to, it's a Matilda. We've got the hit points. I'm going to take it off him and I'm going to kill him.
Nice one.
It's the only thing we could do. And then, oh my god, KV1's behind us dead. KV1 has killed him. Get out of there quick.
Is this tank player dependent?
It's got a high skill ceiling. And it's very
Yeah,
frustrating,
that's-
even
yeah.
for an high skilled player. I'm not a particularly overly high skilled player, but the Skoda, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't
You
like
didn't
playing
like
it.
it.
It's hard, it's map dependent and team dependent. You can't be a frontline brawler in it because
No.
it just ain't got the fire rate and the damage per minute to do that, to
not got-
stand its own, to stand its ground.
It's the fire rate, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, you can pen, but it's painful. It's really painful.
Painful. Go on then, so I talk. I don't like it. Come on.
No, it's number 5 for a reason. So it's plus points, it's mobility, but then is that a plus point when you can't use it?
It could get you in trouble.
Yeah, in a way, so it
Yeah.
becomes a negative. Fantastic gun depression, but to use that gun depression, you've got to stick a gigantic cupola up above top for a ridge light, so again, that goes against
You're
you.
not selling me. Come on then, sell it me.
The biggest one I've got is the penetration of the gun. But then it's only
points.
firing every 5 seconds, so that again becomes a bit of a negative. It's big, so it's not hard to hit. It's
Yeah.
got no armour, painful reload, poor accuracy. I think you seem to
Yeah.
think it's half decent.
No, it did its stuff. It did.
It's not as good as other
Oh,
tier, tier 5 mediums, pretty
Okay.
much. I can't say it's got better armour. I can't say it's got better fire rate. It doesn't do
Yeah.
more damage.
Yeah.
It's got probably one of the best gun depressions out of them.
It's looked like good gun
But
depression.
what's good gun depression when you've got to stick up and sit on that ridge
Yeah.
there and wait for it to aim in before
Yeah,
you pop
so-
that down? We're not
no.
talking a Comet with turret armour that can sit there and bounce a few shots. We've got no armour, so we've got to sit there, wait for it to aim
Yeah.
in and get
I
shot.
don't like it.
It's a full-on support medium. I can't say you'd use it as a flanker.
This
Equip-
force snipe.
No, it's not a sniper. It's not good enough. It's not accurate enough. It kind of follow heavies around. So again,
Yeah.
it's team dependent. You've got to make sure your
Right.
heavies know what they're doing to help them. And you can pop 110 damage off
Can't
all of
even
the
use it
showdowns
as
out
a
there.
scout, can you?
Now, it's got view range, yeah, but its camo ratings are poor, so
Yeah.
it gets spotted constantly. And as soon as it's
Yeah.
spotted, it just
It's-
gets ripped to shreds.
Because everyone knows it's an egg box. You're an easy
Yeah.
target, aren't you?
I mean, let's admit, all the Skodas are pretty much the same all the way through. They've got no armour. They're not built for armour. You're not really bouncing much in a Skoda, and this is no different.
Yeah.
To say it's based on a T24, it's nowhere near as good.
No.
Pretty much.
Poor copy, isn't it? Poor copy.
Yeah, so play style, support heavy, close range.
Yeah.
Use it as like everyone else is focused on everybody else, so you can nip in and get some shots.
What's your
where you
best
can.
tip? What's the best tip of playing this really shoddy T24 Skoda?
Get through it quick, and then get through tier 6 real quick. I'd say again, not tier 7. No, equipment wise, I think that's the biggest tip I give you. Get a gun rammer on it, get that
Yeah,
reload down.
yeah.
Anything you can to get your
Definitely
reload
makes a
down.
difference.
Yeah, and gun and the lane drive, get the aim time down, everything to get that gun working a little bit better than what it does.
So let me throw this at you. If I was in this T24 and I came up across the other 4 mediums in our top 5,
They'd rip you to shreds,
yeah,
all of them.
all of them would just rip you
There's
off.
not even a circumstance where I'd say on this map or in this
No,
situation that
okay.
they struggle.
So it's 100% number 5 for a reason.
Yeah.
It is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
On paper, it looks
Yeah.
fantastic. Don't get drawn in. Oh, it's got fantastic mobility. 45, I think, mobility is on it
Yeah.
on stats. Fantastic gun penetration. Oh, this thing's going to be awesome. No, it's not.
Anyway, I want to call that one wrapped up because
I
it's
get a bit irate.
just trying to defend it, but it's
Yeah.
hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Join us again with our number 4 medium of top 5.
I'll enjoy number 4 a bit better.
What's number 4? No, not
can't
real.
tell you.
No, can't say. Can't say.
Twitter
Anyway.
exclusive.
Oh yeah, Twitter exclusive. Thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.